This is a reading taken from the letter of Paul to the Philippians. Therefore, if there is any encouragement in Christ, if any consolation of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, if any affection and compassion, make my joy complete by being of the same mind, maintaining the same love, united in spirit, intent on one purpose. Do nothing from selfishness or empty conceit, but with humility consider one another as more important than yourselves. Do not merely look out for your own personal interests, but also for the interests of others. Have this attitude in yourselves, which was also in Christ Jesus, who, as he already existed in the form of God, did not consider equality with God something to be grasped, but emptied himself by taking the form of a bondservant and being born in the likeness of men. Whenever I'm in Assisi, I love to go to Assisi, and I always love to visit the Basilica of St. Clare. When you go in there, to the right, there's a little side chapel. And in that side chapel is the cross, the San Damiano crucifix, that Francis of Assisi, 800 years or so ago, used to pray in front of in a little ruined church called San Damiano. And when I'm in that little side chapel, I look up at this cross, and of course we all Franciscans know this cross, and we have it in our houses and our friaries. And what I see in that image is an image of the crucified Christ. He is wounded. He has wounds in his hands and his feet. And I like to sit there in that chapel and just almost use that cross as sort of a way of meditation. And as I gaze at it, perhaps as we gaze at that cross, at those wounds, we might imagine, what are the wounds? What are the sufferings we ourselves have undergone? And also, what are the ways in which we ourselves wound other people or hurt other people? It's all there. It's all visible in that crucifix. And the figure of Christ himself seems to take all that in. It seems to acknowledge and recognize the woundedness of the world, all the ways we know that there are hurts out in that world, that there are sufferings in our world. And when I leave there after my time of prayer, I always walk out with a sense of, in what ways am I called to be Christ-like in our suffering world? And may the Lord bring you peace.